Welcome to another episode of Your Legal Buzz. I'm Greg Kirkham, and today I'm here with Vishrut Shelat from TheBajLawGroup out in Washington, D.C. Vish, welcome to the show, my friend. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Glad to be here, Greg. It's a great opportunity. Thank you for inviting me and allowing me to be your guest. I'm really excited.
Hey, we're excited too. Tell us a little bit about you. Let's dive right in. How did you get started with TheBajLawGroup PLLC?
So it's a little bit of a sort of contentious time in my life. COVID had started in 2020. I graduated from law school, but I couldn't take the bar exam because there were exams being rescheduled. And at that time, I went through a period where I was not earning any money. There was no jobs. On top of that, because of COVID, it was a very depressing time. And basically what happened as a result was I had to make a decision, what I'm going to do with my life. And, self-doubt comes in when you're applying for jobs and you're not doing anything. I did a little bit of legal consulting work in and out, but I came to realize that I was getting the experience, but I was not sort of happy with sort of working for other people. And so I went against the grain. I've always had an entrepreneurial mindset. I come from a family of entrepreneurs. My dad is an entrepreneur in the IT industry. And, he discusses business with me, and the fundamentals of business is always the same, no matter what type of industry you get into. You have to find a problem and you have to try to find a solution. And the success of your business depends on how uniquely you can provide a solution. So in my case, I saw there was a big problem in the legal industry. I saw that there's a lot of demand, but not a lot of supply of talented lawyers who are willing to meet their clients at their own base. And what I mean by that is, instead of just focusing on income and money alone, try to do the lawyering for the purposes of improving people's life. And what I tried to do was I tried to find a balanced approach. Of course, as a business, you want income, you want to make a profit, but ultimately, the legal industry is about serving the public, right? Serving the community. And your reputation is number one. So I started with no connections. I didn't know anyone in the law industry. My entire family is either IT, medical, etc. So my father, mother, they supported me in principle, but they couldn't do much. And they said, we support you, try to figure it out on your own, but we're always there for you. I took on my first case when I opened my firm, and against the grain, because everyone told me not to do it, being that you're a young lawyer, you just got barred after finally being able to take the bar exam, and you need some experience. And I said, that's true. But I worked under other lawyers. I did interning, and I'm a young guy. And you know what? I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to study up. I'm going to make sure I know what I'm doing before I interact with the client. And I did this, and it was the best decision of my life. My first client was an older woman, from Mongolia, and I was helping her with their EB2 visa. And that was something I had no idea, imposter syndrome, but I studied up on it. I wanted to make sure I knew the subject matter before I interacted with the client. I did homework, I consulted other attorneys, I read a lot of books. Everyone has to start from somewhere. And that case was a success. After that, my confidence started developing, and I said, you know what? One thing's good, let's just keep going. I expanded into criminal defense and business law. And the thing I've noticed is you have to humanize your clients, talk to them, listen to them, make them feel like you're there for them. And that's what I do differently. I have these clients come in. I talk to them as if I'm their friend. I make myself accessible. I just don't put them with the paralegals unless they're actually working on the cases. They have access to me, even after hours. And I develop my relationship that way, at least in the initial period. And after that, it was just referrals, one case after another. And we got awarded by Who's Who. They did research on me and sort of the low bono business model that I made, which is sort of making legal education, legal representation accessible to everybody. So for example, just a little economics, right? If a lawyer's charging, let's say $10,000 for, I'll make something up, let's say an EB1 application, we would charge $5 just for that, right? Undercut the market. That way it's accessible to a lot more people. But on top of that, we would provide a flat fee. So you just pay us $2K to start the case, and then you can pay us in monthly installments, right? We do that for all of our clients, and we work it out by volume. So we have so much demand that, and we do good quality work for all of them as well. We don't sacrifice just because we're lowering the price, and we provide the highest quality. Exactly. So we have nothing but happy customers. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Vish, you guys are doing absolutely incredible work out there in Washington. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. To learn more about Vishrut Shelat, visit dailynewsnetwork.com.